The city wore its night like a crown. Strings of amber light draped across the skyline, glass towers shimmering like they'd been dipped in molten gold. Cars glided along the avenues in slow procession, headlights brushing the wet asphalt from an earlier rain. Ayanna stepped out of the black sedan, her heels touching the marble steps of the Celera Grand Hall. The building loomed above her like a jewel box cracked open, chandeliers spilling warm light through the tall arched doors, laughter and music curling into the night air. Her dress was midnight blue satin, hugging every curve like it had been poured onto her body. A single thigh-high slit revealed a sweep of mahogany skin with each step. Her hair was pulled into a high, sleek chignon that lengthened the line of her neck. She carried herself like the world was watching, because tonight it was. Inside, the gala buzzed with the soft hum of wealth and ambition. Crystal glasses clinked. Cameras flashed. Mamas floated like smoke above the crowd. Ayanna felt every eye skim over her, linger, move on, until she felt one that didn't. Malik. He stood across the hall, in a black velvet dinner jacket that made his shoulders look impossibly broad. His bow tie was untied, hanging loose around his collar like he'd gotten bored of perfection halfway through. His gaze was fixed on her, still and steady, as if the rest of the room was just background noise. Ayanna's breath caught, not because she wanted it to, but because her body seemed to betray her in his presence. She turned to greet a business partner, forcing her lips into the polite, practiced smile she'd perfected over years. But she could feel him moving closer, like heat in the air. The orchestra swelled into something slow and deliberate, violins pulling at the edges of the evening. Ayanna was mid-sentence when his voice came, low and smooth, from just behind her shoulder.
You look like you've been avoiding me.
She didn't turn. Didn't give him the satisfaction. I've been busy.
I noticed.
He said, stepping in front of her now, blocking her view of anyone else. His eyes searched her face, not hungrily, but knowingly, like he was looking for the truth she'd buried. The lights dimmed for the charity auction. A spotlight swept the room, illuminating the stage. The MC's voice boomed, calling out the next item, a one-of-a-kind painting from a late, legendary artist. And then Malik raised his hand.
All proceeds.
He said loudly enough for heads to turn.
To be donated in the name of Ayanna Kavisi.
Her name rippled through the crowd. Whispers followed. Cameras swung in her direction. Ayanna's stomach dropped, not from the sudden attention, but from the fact that Malik had just spoken her full name, a name she hadn't used publicly in years. The MC beamed.
How generous. Miss Kavisi, perhaps you'll say a few words.
Ayanna's throat went dry. Malik's lips curved into the faintest, most dangerous smile.
I think.
He murmured so only she could hear.
It's time they remembered who you really are.
The crowd waited, the spotlight burning into her skin. Ayanna stepped forward, but whether it was to fight or to flee, even she didn't yet know.